Hey everyone, thank you for joining me today for a real quick YouTube video. I was debating about whether or not I was going to actually do this video, but then I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and do it, because there's been a lot of people that have been talking about this controller online, and I decided to dive in and go ahead and give it a shot. So what I'm talking about, in case you haven't seen it, is this controller, the Gullikit King Kong Pro 2 controller. It comes with this nice little case here, which I'm going to take it out from, and talk about why I like it. So I've tried many different controllers. You know, I have a couple of Joy-Cons, and I have an 8-bit dough that I use to connect third-party controllers, and I also have a set of third-party really thick controllers that I call Pro-Cons. I've shown them in a previous video before. But I really like this controller because it does everything that the Pro controller can do, plus a little bit more. You know, it has really nice shoulder buttons and trigger buttons. So it does amiibo support, it does vibration, it does everything that a Pro controller can do, plus it has these nice little grips in the back so it feels really flush. What makes it stand out though is it's got 4 different modes, so you can connect it to like a Windows computer or an Android or an iOS device, and switch between them. But it turns on the switch, it has vibrations that you can change, which is what I like about it. There's a settings button in the middle. When you press that, you can make the vibration go up or down. You can turn it off completely. You can even make this. You can even make the trigger buttons, or ZL, ZR, whatever you want to call them. You can make them more sensitive, which means that all you need is a tight little squeeze and it will react. You don't have to press it all the way down. So a lot of times, just a quick little tap and it will react. And that's great for some of those games like Mario Kart or something where you need that top reaction time. Now, it says in the instructions that you can swap the faces out to where like A, B, X, and Y are in the opposite direction, like a Microsoft controller. I haven't figured out how to take that out yet, but it says that it can do it. And what's great about these is that they have Hall sensors in them, which means that unlike other controllers, it's not going to drift on you. It's got, you know, the Hall sensors, and it also has no dead zone support. So if you want to, you can set that up to where there's no dead zone. That would be good, of course, for shooters. Now, I've tried this out with a couple of games. I've played Xenoblade with it. I have tried Smash Brothers with it. It is a great controller. It's my go-to default controller. I really recommend that you guys try it if you're looking for a professional controller to use. I heard people say online, and of course on YouTube, that it's the best controller that they've used, and I have to agree. You know, as somebody who's tried a different variety of controllers, I think that for the $70 cost, if you're going to get this or buy a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, the official Nintendo one, then you should go for this. Because again, you can change the modes out, you can put it to where there's no dead zone, and you can even save the settings, which is really cool. You can cancel them anytime, change them, change the vibration, change the sensitivity, change the sensitivity of the sticks. You can change all that, or you can keep it in what's called professional mode, which it keeps all those settings, which is what I do. So yeah, it's just a real quick video here talking about this controller and what I like about it. And like I said, there's motion sense aiming, which basically just, you know, adds to the sensitivity of that. I already talked about the ZL and the ZR sensitivity, the stick sensitivity, which is really interesting that they threw that in there. And then it has repeated shooting that you can also set up, so you can set it to where like ZL is like 3 shots or 5 shots or something like that. So yeah, really neat stuff. There's a mode in here that's called autopilot. I'm not sure how that works. I have to test out more with that, but yeah, I think it's really neat what they did with this controller. And you know, again, just for the cost alone, it's worth it for me. But that's just my two cents. I just figured I'd do a real quick video on it because I'm sure people that have been on my Twitter have been seeing that I've been trying to win this, and I just decided, you know what, instead of winning it, I'm just going to go ahead and buy it, which I did. And again, for the cost, I think it's worth it. It feels great. I like it. and it's probably the best controller that I've held and used for the Switch. So there's that. If you're in the market for another controller, I know that my 2 cents on the matter ain't going to make a difference on it, because if you guys like using the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, or a third-party option or whatever, or the actual Joy-Cons, you're going to play it your way. But that's just what I wanted to share, and also to get a video out for this week, because we're also going to talk about the possibility of an actual podcast called the Retro Rewind, where I'm going to bring on a guest, and we're going to talk about the retrospective for the last month, video game announcements, and various things like that. Probably going to do that tomorrow night, so hopefully you guys will join us and like the video and have a good time. But if not, we'll get around to it eventually. But it's been a pleasure doing this video for you guys. Hope you have a good one, and I'll see you next time.